Hi everyone, I'm Mary Meekum, and I'm here to talk to you about Disability Book Week. During this presentation, we're going to cover who I am, why I created Disability Book Week, what Disability Book Week actually is, and why it's important to not just readers and the non-disabled community, but to those in the disability community as well. Finally, we're going to go over ways to participate and get involved. First of all, this event is about no one person. It's about inclusion for all. To give you a little bit of background, I'm the director of Disability Book Week, but more importantly, I'm the mother to two wonderful daughters with rare genetic conditions and metabolic syndromes. I'm a passionate disability advocate, and in my spare time, I enjoy writing and reading. But enough about me. It's time for a pop quiz. I want you to name 3 books that you personally have read that feature a main character with a disability. I'll give you a few seconds to think about it. Well, how did you do? You might have had a hard time, and that's because only 2 to 3% of books include characters with disabilities. See that cute girl right there? That's one of my daughters, Chelsea, who has a severe intellectual disability. I was reading to her one night and realized that we had very few books that represented someone with her disabilities in them. I went on a hunt through my house. Even though we have more than 2,000 books in our home, we only had 16 that showed people with disabilities. Through that experience, Disability Book Week was born. I wanted to ensure that everyone could find themselves represented in a book. I wanted to make sure that the disabled population was given a greater voice in literature. In addition, Disability Book Week provides a wonderful opportunity for those unfamiliar with disabilities to approach this topic in a non-threatening way. Oftentimes, people want to know more about disabilities, but are unsure of who and how to ask. But by picking up and reading a story, readers can increase their awareness and empathy, all while enjoying a new book. So let's get down to it. What is Disability Book Week? It's pretty simple. During the week of April 23rd through 29th, libraries, schools, and bookstores all across America will set up book displays that feature characters with disabilities or else that are written by authors with disabilities. This gets individuals to read new books that are inclusive and increases awareness for new authors with disabilities. And how will people know which books to read? That's where our Disability Book Week team comes in. 12 fellow advocates have joined me in our campaign to promote disability inclusion in literature. Ranging from special education teachers to disabled veterans to a 12-year-old girl with deaf blindness, our panelists vet each and every book to ensure that we only recommend the very best in the world of literature. This means that we're looking for books that accurately reflect what it's like to live with a disability. We're looking for books that are free of discriminatory plotlines, and overall, just looking for great books that readers will enjoy. Now let's talk about the benefits that this has for the readers. It's a really fun and engaging way to learn to just pick up a story. It increases empathy and understanding for those with disabilities, and this provides an excellent opportunity to teach children all about inclusion. But one of the primary purposes in Disability Book Week is to support the disabled population. And this goes beyond having books that they can pick up and read and identify with. I really wanted to create something that would help the people that are authors with disabilities. People are generally aware that those with disabilities are often underemployed, but the data given by the Division of Labor Force Statistics is staggering. Authors with disabilities often entered writing because they want to give a voice to an underrepresented group and bring a unique perspective to readers. Additionally, Being an author allows people to work from the comfort of their own homes and to work at their own pace. My dream is to see these authors succeed in their careers and guide readers along a path that will lead them to increased awareness and acceptance. For example, here are 3 of our authors that will be featured. Ryan Harbuck goes hiking with her family in the mountains of Colorado, in her wheelchair. Dylan Emmons writes and speaks about his experiences living with autism. And Winslow Dixon founded her own nonprofit to support patients diagnosed with her same autoimmune disorder. That sums it up. Thank you for taking the time to learn about Disability Book Week. If there are any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm thrilled that so many people are supporting this event, and I'm looking forward to seeing your participation in April. Happy reading!